let us see the concept of mirage. Local atmospheric conditions affect the refraction of light to some extent. The refractive index of air keeps increasing as we go to increasing height. The direction of light ray coming from the distant object keeps changing according to the law of refraction. Here the hot air acts as a rarer medium, whereas the cold air acts as the denser medium. So there is a difference between their refractive index, and hence the light ray passing through this medium will change its direction. The light ray coming from a distinct object appears to be coming from the image of the object inside the ground. This is called a mirage. Even you must have observed the object beyond and above a holy fire appears to be shaking. This is because the direction of light ray coming from the object beyond the holy fire changes due to changing refractive index above the fire. Now let us see the twinkling of stars. The effect of atmospheric conditions on refraction of light can be seen in twinkling of stars. As you know, stars are self-luminous and can be seen at night in absence of sunlight. As a star is far away from the earth, it appears as a point source of light. When the starlight enters the earth's atmosphere, it undergoes refraction continuously in the medium with gradually varying refractive index. The bending of starlight occurs towards the normal as it passes from the optically rarer part of the medium to optically denser part. Hence, when star is observed near the horizon, its apparent position is slightly higher than the actual position. So this is the actual position of the star and this is the apparent position where it appears to be. Further, the apparent position varies with time as the medium is not stationary. You know that. Also, there is fluctuation in the brightness of a star when observed from the earth. This is called as the twinkling of star. You must have wondered why planets do not twinkle. This is because planets are much closer to us as compared to stars. They therefore do not appear as a point source but appear as a collection of point sources. Because of changing in atmospheric refractive index, the position as well as the brightness of individual point source change, but the average position and the total average brightness remains unchanged, and planets do not twinkle. This is the picture which is being shown. Here is the earth and this is the sun, and this is the different layers through which the light from the sun passes and it reaches to the earth and it gets refracted through this each layer. By the sunrise, we meant that the appearance of sun is above the horizon, which is here. But when the sun is somewhere below the horizon, its actual position is below the horizon, but it appears to be above the horizon. Its light rays are able to reach us along the curved path. You can see here, this is the curved path due to their refraction through Earth's atmosphere as shown here in this picture. Thus we can see sun even before it emerges above the horizon. Same thing happens at the time of sunset, and we keep seeing the sun for a short while even after it goes below the horizon. Now let us see the next concept, dispersion of light. Take a plastic scale in your hand and place it under the white light. That white light will divide into different colors, that is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Light is electromagnetic radiation. Wavelength is an important property of radiation. The wavelength of radiation to which our eyes are sensitive is between 400 to 700 nanometer. The red light has maximum wavelength, that is 700 nanometer, and violet has the smallest wavelength, that is 400 nanometer, where 1 nanometer is 10 to the power minus 9 meter. The value is so small. In vacuum, the velocity of light rays of all frequency is the same. The velocity of light in a medium depends on the frequency of the light, and thus different colors travels with different velocity. Therefore, refractive index of a medium is different for different colors. The process of separation of light into its component colors while passing through a medium is called the dispersion of light. Here the example is being shown when the light enters through the prism, the angle of refraction are different for different colors. So we get the spectrum of colors from violet till red. When white light is incident on the prism, different colors bend through the different angles. Amongst the 7 colors, red bends the least while the violet bends the most. The 7 colors emerges along the different path and get separated, and we get spectrum of 7 colors. Now let us see the concept of partial reflection. When light ray enters a rarer medium from a denser medium, it gets partially reflected, that is, part of light gets reflected and comes back into the denser medium as per the law of reflection. This is called as the partial reflection. You can see here in the diagram the angle of incident, and it is coming back again to the denser part. The rest of the light gets refracted and goes into the rarer medium. You can see the rest of the light gets into the rarer medium. As the light is going from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, that is, the angle of incident I is smaller than the angle of refraction. If we increase I, R will also increase according to the Snell's law, as the refractive index is constant. For a particular value of I, value of R becomes equal to 90 degree as shown here in the diagram. R becomes 90 degree. The value of I is called the critical angle. Now let us study the next concept of total internal reflection. For angle of incidence larger than the critical angle, the angle of refraction is larger than 90 degree. Such rays return to the denser medium. You can see here in this picture, the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. The angle of reflection comes back to the denser part. This is the total internal reflection. Thus, all lights gets reflected back into the dense medium. This is called as the total internal reflection, and this is the condition for the total internal reflection to take place. Here the rainbow is a beautiful combined effect of number of natural processes. It can be seen mainly after a rainfall, where the small droplets of water act as a small prism. When light ray from the sun enters this droplet, it gets refracted and dispersed. Then there is internal reflection as shown here in this picture inside the water droplet. After that, once again the lights gets refracted while coming out of the droplet. You can see here it being distributed into different colors are being separated. So it is a combined effect of dispersion, refraction and total internal reflection of light. Now let us solve the numericals. First example. The absolute refractive index of water is 1.36. What is the velocity of light in water? First write down the given. Velocity of light in first medium is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and refractive index is 1.36. You have to find the velocity in second medium. Write down the formula n equals to v1 by v2. Substitute the values. Here you get v2 equals to 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 1.6. So the answer of v2 is 2.21 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So this is the velocity of light in the second medium. Now let us see the next example. If the speed of light in a medium is 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, what is the absolute refractive index of the medium? Here the refractive index, you have to find it out. The value given are 1.5 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in a medium, and for light it is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Write down the formula. Refractive index equals to c, which is the velocity of light in air, divided by the velocity of light in the medium. Put the values and solve. You get the refractive index as 2. This is the absolute refractive index of the medium. The numericals are very easy, so you will be able to solve. Thank you.